I just got the dismissal of my third suit. This one was against the state attorney in the Fifth Circuit. His name is William Gladson, Florida, which I think is the same as suing the Attorney General of the state. And the judge, it was Larry Sanders in the Fifth Circuit, dismissed the case with prejudice for whatever reason. But now, if you look at this subject, it is clearly aggravated child abuse. This is infant circumcision, elective, without the consent of the elected. It's clearly, human trafficking, and it's also clearly a hate crime. I mean, does it do any good? It's like slavery and foot binding and Nazism. It's an abuse of power. So now you're trying to get a judge who is elected, right? He's got his zone of interest. He wants to be reelected. Now they have this idea in their head that the presumptive status quo will be very upset with him, protecting children. It gets into all manner of law, and no law for it, and there's all manner of law against it. Like this, certain professions, you have a duty to report abuse of a child. And so well, there's a lot of us reporting it, as it were, a lot. Right, so there's this presumption that the status quo just thinks it's wonderful. But there has always been intactivist. You just have to look at the actual procedure, because everybody's disassociated because they just think it's some quaint thing that happens in some back office somewhere. And it's forgotten as soon as it's done. That's what they think, or whatever, as soon as the child recovers, but that's just not the way trauma works. So, no, it's the status quo that I know hates it, and sees it for what it is. I really, you get people who are educated, but they become over domesticated. They become beholding, of course. Everybody wants their paycheck, and so that's their zone of interest. So let's see what everybody else around them is saying, who's getting a paycheck, and what the best thing to say is to preserve their own paycheck, and that's what they'll say. Now, this is a judge in Sarasota was Charles Williams, and this judge in Ocala was Larry Sanders, and of course it's the failing of law enforcement, because all of the laws, the supreme law of the land, which is the Constitution, says you just can't do this shit. You get equal protection, and you can't do it to girls, you can't do it to boys. It's not that hard to understand, and they'll pretend like they don't understand. This is what Judge Sanders just did, and Judge Williams did before him. And there was also some appellate court judges in Tampa and a federal judge in Tampa. Same cowardice, same absolute, same ordinary men, as the book said about all the people that became Nazis and just went along with the horror of it all. Ordinary men, because it was they were offered a paycheck and a nice uniform, an identity, and they were gonna, so you can think of the Nazis, they're gonna make Germany clean, they're gonna cleanse Germany. And this is the funny thing when it comes to infant circumcision. Everybody likes to say it's cleaner. What are you, a Nazi? But anyway, I've got yet another suit in mind. But these people that do this, the defense counsel was an assistant attorney general for the state of Florida, Veronica Burdianek, Burdianek. in Tampa. And again, the guy that's not doing his job, frontline guy not doing his job, is the state attorney or the attorney general, all of the state attorneys and the attorney general of the state, not to mention the nation. They just think that it's cute to torture a newborn baby boy. And they are gone, you know. It's like Jesus said on the cross, and I think it was the second crucifixion. If you go to my website, broadfork.com, you can see, you know, forgive them, Father, they know not what they do. Bullshit. These people went to fucking school. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly that all the laws for the rights of citizens are violated. It doesn't comport to shit. Oh, this is the parent's choice. No, aggravated child abuse is not the parent's choice. Sorry. As defense counsel Veronica Burdianic, you know, she graduated from college. She says, it's not against the law. She doesn't say what law makes it legal. She said it's not against the law. Well, if the parent says, cut the child's foot off, now, is that against the law? It's not enumerated. It doesn't say anywhere in the law you can't cut the child's foot off. So she'd say, well, it's not illegal. Even though the law right staring her right in the face against aggravated child abuse. And I asked her, well, why do you think we have laws against child abuse? I don't know. Fuck, man. Squirmy, greasy motherfuckers. Just disgusting. Disgusting people. Anyway, onward and upward.